Right, guys. So in this video, what we are doing is designing a circuit which is going to use a drum switch. So a drum switch is used for reversing and for reverse and forward um, running up the motor. Okay. So let me show you how do you guys draw that. So it is pretty easy. We know that when we want the motor to go in forward or reverse, all we need to do is to switch the wires. Okay. So if this is line 1, line 2, and line 3, so for motor forward, let's say we got line 1, line 2, and line 3 are connected, then we can switch any of these two lines and it should reverse the motor. Okay. So the drum switch arrangement is going to be something like this. So line 1 connects to line 2. So this is 1 connects to 2. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to do something right here. We're going to draw it like this. And this we're going to call it 4. Okay, so this is 1, 4. This is going to be 3. And this is going to be 5 and 6. Do you guys see that we are going from line 2 to 4? Okay. So 1, 4, and 5. And then you go from here. You will have your overloads. Okay. Now draw very good on this thing, but you guys get the idea. This is the overload. And then it's go to your motor, right? Is your motor. And this drum switch, what it does is it just change right here the line order. Okay. So it can connect, so if it is in line 1, line 2, and 3, and the motor is going to go in forward, and then we can switch one of these lines here and it will go in reverse. All right. And the control circuit for this is very easy. So we will have a push button. Okay, normally close push button. Let's make that. And then a normally open push button. All right. And then an auxiliary. This is how the seal-in work. And then we got forward and we got an overload right here. So anytime you have a seal-in circuit, it is pretty much like this. So this is normally closed push button, normally open push button. This is our got auxiliary or seal-in contact. Okay, so you need to push this button. Once you push the button, we will have continuity through this path. And this guy, this is an electromagnetic, let's call it a spring. And when this spring get activated, these guys will close. Okay, so we have current coming up to this point, and now depending on the drum switch position, you can either make the motor go in forward or reverse. So if line 1 is connected to line 2, and line 3 is connected to line 4, and 5 is connected to 6, then it should be in forward. But if you change the wiring on this by moving the drum switch contact either to clockwise or anti-clockwise, that will switch one of these lines and the motor would go in the reverse. I hope that helps.